Alright, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys Keepa and the product research aspect when it comes to Keepa. So here, for you guys that don't know Keepa, it's a super useful tool. Highly recommend anyone that's getting into Amazon, download Keepa. It allows you to see the price history of any product and gain super useful information like the price data over time, the sales rank, and so forth. I believe I'll have another video just breaking down a Keepa chart. So on the Keepa website, you're going to go to data right here, product finder, and you're going to scroll down. So this is going to go into a lot of in-depth things right here. So you can start and filter by a bunch of different categories, essentially to narrow down the search process of finding products. So here at the top, sales rank, that's how well a product sells. If you want to start at a certain number, you can. Let's just say we don't want to be dealing with the most high selling products just because maybe they're more competitive or usually maybe lower margins. Whatever reason, right? You can play around with this. You don't need to start with a number. I'm just going to put one for an example. As you can see over here, it's going to start narrowing down the amount of products that fit our criteria. You can also, if you want to select products with no sales rank, you can do that, and it'll add a bunch of products. I'm just going to keep it selected. Let me go back to what I had. If you want to do a average period of what the rank is, you can go with that. You can do the buy box price that it's selling for. Do you want to compete with Amazon? I usually just like to hit if Amazon is out of stock, narrows it down more. You can do the new price that it's selling for here. I usually, let's just say we want to be dealing with items, say above $15. Should narrow it down more. Most of the stuff I don't actually touch. Let's see, anything used doesn't matter. We only usually sell new products. Refurbished doesn't matter. Let's see, trade in. If you're doing anything with eBay, you can adjust those prices. If you're trying to look for products in a certain category, you can do that. You can select that here. Let me just, for an example, if I did beauty, it's going to narrow it down a drastic amount. We'll just, for the case of this video, I'm just going to select that for now. I don't know exactly what results this is going to pop up. If we have to change it, we can change it down the line. If you want to deal with subcategories, you can narrow it down here. I'm not going to really do much right here. Also in the text field here, if you're right here, what it says here is if you type in digital camera Canon, it's going to look for titles that contain all three words. If you put it in the quotation marks, digital camera, it's going to must contain those words in the quotation marks. So for digital camera with the quotation marks, Canon is going to look for ones that specifically have digital camera. Or if you put a negative, the next one is the dash sign and then digital camera, it's going to filter out titles without that keyword. So obviously if you want to play around with that, you can. For this video, I'm not going to do that too much right now. Let me see. All this stuff, if you want to look for specific manufacturers, all that information, you could filter that right here. There's a bunch of stuff you can obviously play around with. However, most of the items that I'm just going to show you in this video are just basically going to be what we can initially find, then we can play around with some of the categories to see if we find other opportunities. Obviously, I don't know what's going to pop up because I'm just running this as I go. Total offer count, I like to usually put like, say, 3 offers at least. On a low end for this, yeah, we'll just put 3 on the minimum. Let's say, for this example, we'll put 20 as a maximum. All right, use and all this stuff, you don't need to. You could also do that under the new offer count if you wanted to. All right, buy box, restrict your results to current. I'm just gonna keep all. We already selected Amazon out of stock above, otherwise you could change it here to third party. If you want to do is buy box FBA, you can say yes here. All this other stuff doesn't really matter. Buy box used, none of this stuff matters. We're only going to be really selling new products, so it doesn't really matter about this. You could obviously uncheck it, but I don't think it's going to matter currently. Let's see. all this stuff, if you want to adjust, you can. It's just going to filter down stuff. I want to see what we have so far in just a second, then we can obviously filter it down more. I believe it's just currently going to show physical products. Let me see if I uncheck this. Is it going to change anything? No, okay, it's only physical products anyways, so it doesn't matter about that. If you want to deal with products that don't have any variations, you could do no variations here. That's going to obviously filter down it a good bit. If you want to do last price change, let's see, most of this stuff doesn't really matter. If it's out of stock, if you left Amazon in stock, you can obviously change this one. If you want to do sales ranks drops, let's say, what if we put 5 here? 5 to 10. Let's narrow stuff down. Let's just deal with items. Okay, that's going to narrow it down a good bit. If we put 100 units, let's put it down a bit more. Actually, let's do 50, I believe. Okay. Review count doesn't matter really. Most of this stuff you can just leave alone. Dimensions, none of that really matters when you're looking for products. Most of this stuff you can just leave it as is, and let's just see what products currently pop up. So let's just quickly see. We'll click on the items that it says the price is trending up. You can also go in and filter stuff that's going to look like it's going to trend upwards. Let's see, so this has actually gone down a little bit, but it's up over here. Okay. Let's see, so here, obviously, then you just have to kind of go to Google and see if you can find this item. I'm obviously not sure what we're going to find, if we're going to find anything on this go right here. This thing is selling for $23.70. Right here, you can get this exact same, is this the exact same product? Let me check. From Sam's Beauty for $3.99. If so, that's a good, well, 5-pack. This is this selling just by 1? Times it by 3. Is it showing? Not entirely sure. 3 times. If it's only going for $3.99 here, that's obviously a bargain, but it's not telling us. So you have to kind of do a bit more digging into this product to see if that's potentially, if you're getting it for $3.99, it's selling for $23. That's obviously some great profit right there. I'll just go to the next one. Let's see. Bag Smart Makeup. Let's see if we can find anything. Here you can obviously see the Keepa chart. The price is overall down a little bit over the last year. I like to look at 3 months, usually is a good indicator. It's staying pretty consistent. There is only one seller though, so I kind of want to avoid that one. I'm not sure exactly where it picked up multiple sellers. Let me actually go back here. Can I go to the advanced filters? Where is it? New, scroll down. Is that going to make a difference? Okay, let's do that. Let's put a max of 15. Let's go through and find this now. Here, I'm going to close these options. Was this the item we just found? Okay, so we found some new items. We'll do the ones trending upwards. We'll just click on a couple just so you guys can see. Here you can see obviously the price has gone up a good bit on this one. And these sellers are actually down. So here could be a good opportunity. It looks like the FBA sellers have actually run out. So right now you can only see FBM. And honestly, this could be a very good opportunity. Let's see if we can find this, for example. Let's just go to Google. So for 24, open up the Amazon page. You can just click on Amazon. It'll actually load the Amazon page here for you. So here we can see this product $15.79 on Walmart. I'm trying to see if we can find it potentially for cheaper. 15, what was it? $15.79. A little bit of profit. Obviously, it's probably a bit heavy, so it's probably not the best. Obviously, though, if you you could probably list it actually higher because this is an FBA sold by Lightning and shipped by, so that's an FBM seller. So you could probably list this higher. I'd imagine you could probably get this from a wholesale supplier for even cheaper is what I would ultimately look for. Let me see though. I just want to see if we can quickly see 1942. Obviously, I'm not including also if you can get coupon codes from these websites. So like maybe Trugether, you might be able to get a coupon code. Is it also available from Costco? Is that showing just a bunch of different items? No, okay, a bunch of different items. Okay, so obviously this one, maybe you could possibly get it for cheaper if there's a coupon code for say like this website. Well, here it's showing a higher price, so. Oh, it's saying cost is $9.99, but it includes shipping right there. All right, so you just have to kind of look around. I'm sure maybe you could possibly get this for cheaper. Let's go to a different item here. Deb, litter box. What is it going to look like? And so here, what's it selling for? 64. It's a box of 6 though. So you kind of just have to look around. I mean, if you can't find anything usually on the website, I mean, not just on Google, then usually it's a good indicator that you might have to go to the website and try to get a wholesale account. So here, $9.93, what is that? I mean, let's say $9.93. Let's just go to times that by 6. 59. What was it selling for? So now, unless you have coupon codes. All right. Go back. Let's close out of that. So I'm not seeing anything amazing right here. Yeah, so this item probably you just have to try to find a distributor for both these items. Maybe it says even on the picture here it says, what does it say? You can obviously try to reach out to Deb Stocco themselves by the looks of it. All right, let me just go back to our features here. I want to go back to the advanced filters. Let me try to do a different category or just like no categories. We'll do all root categories, 956 items. I want to, let me see, what else can we adjust to try to narrow it down? Because 956, I mean, you could definitely be going through that for a little while. But let's see, where's new offer count? I want to go to, right here, offer count. Let's do 90-day average. Let's say 10 to 15. Let's see if this is going to load anything. And if we did 6 to 10, 27 items. Okay, I'm going to do that and let's see what pops up. Because this is going to filter. Let me first off close these tabs. This one looks like Amazon's on it. No, they just ran out of stock. Okay. We'll click on a few. So what I just did is obviously I made it so the offer count is going down. Sometimes this can usually be an indicator that a price might usually go up. I can also go back in here into the filters if I wanted to and also put like price is increasing over time. But I'm just going to see with this. When there's usually less sellers, usually prices may go up. So right here, as you can see in the last month, it is starting to go up a little bit for this item. Obviously, if you can obviously catch a product when the amount of sellers are going down and the price is going up, good indication you could probably get a good opportunity for additional profit. So let's just see. I'm just going to quickly see if we can find this item on Google. If not, you just keep going to the next and keep going. This is a what was this, 3-pack? Where did it go? More light, 75 watts. What's it selling for? $19.99. Trying to quickly see, it's Amazon. Is it the same thing or no? It's a different item. A lot of these you have to really do a deep dive into seeing. I mean, here it is, I believe, on Home Depot, but the price isn't that good. So obviously just kind of have to keep looking around. If not, you have to try to reach out to the brand itself, because odds are if other people are selling it is a good indication you can as well. You just have to find the right spot to source it from. Let's see, try to go. So this product, Amazon was selling it themselves, but they've been dropped off. They're usually on, so they must have just recently ran out. Obviously, that does force the price to go up. Who knows? Because based on that Keepa chart, they have been on the listing majority of the time. It seems like when they are out of stock, they're rarely out of stock. However, also, if we look at the year, there was a big amount of sellers right here. So the price kind of tanked a good bit and then went back up. And it looks like sellers are at a low point now. So I want to just quickly see. Obviously, I don't know exactly the certain if it's dark lavender. I have to check also the listing if it's multiple colors, but yeah, we don't want to buy from Temu. Let's check. Nothing immediately popping up. However, based on these prices, I mean, if anything, you just have to go to like their website. Bubble brands. Do they not even have a price on the website? Let's see. All right, for some reason their website doesn't even work by clicking on it. We'll just disregard that one, I guess. I'm sure obviously there is an opportunity. I mean, with the amount of sellers, there is probably a website selling it for a cheap enough price right around here. So there's probably a way of getting it. Obviously you can see that the amount of sellers has gone down drastically, and that's why price is starting to go up a little bit over here. This is another one. This is just a bunch of meal prep kits. You just have to kind of really dig deep and see what you can find. Obviously, I mean, these aren't the highest price items, so let's see. Does it have a specific name? Glad? Does it say Glad up here, or is that just in the picture? I'm wondering, because obviously the thing is with an item like this is if it's not actually name branded, where they might just actually just show a picture. Oh, well, it says Glad in the thing, but then it also says Rombox by Rombox. This is an item that probably, obviously here's Glad. How many packets were 30, 25 pack? I mean, there's clearly an opportunity if you can. This one's 40 pieces for $12.99, so there's an opportunity where you can find it for less somewhere. Obviously you just have to do the deep dive to find this exact product. This one, I mean, the one thing is I'm sure with a product like this, people are probably selling fake products on it. I mean, no one's probably gonna know what Rombox is. They're just probably buying any name and any brand and probably selling on it. So that's one thing you have to do, like, your due diligence with. All right, so I can't really find anything amazing right now. Obviously, that's expected. I'm just kind of winging it right now. But I kind of just wanted to mainly show you guys what the main capabilities of Keepa Product Finder are. Obviously, you do have to really go in depth, change up the categories. Another thing you can do is, let me see if I can do buy box price. Let me see, what did I recently change? Because I'm in all categories, right? So another thing, where is it? Let me change this again. Let's go delete that. I want to, here, let's put this higher. I want to delete that. Okay, that's not gonna do anything because of here, the new offer count. But I want to do, you can also do like percentage drops. If you want to do that, you can do that here as well. It's one thing you can definitely do. I want to do, let's see, price. Yeah, let's change this up a little bit. See what more opportunities we can find. Let's change this to 15 here because I like to deal with FBA sellers. And new. All right, let's see what we can do. The 90-day average, let's say it was priced 30 to, actually no, let's do 20 to 60 and then 30 to 60. So it's like going up in price. Let's search that and let's see what we can find here. We'll just click on a couple. And we'll do this one too. What is this? Power horn? I'd like to see if we could potentially find something. That would be great. A Nippon. What's it selling for? 30, 33. And Nippon. This. What's the size? It looks like, what is that? Exclude. Let's see. You really have to do an in-depth look into some of these products. Like TC 55. Let's see. It would be a supplier I'd try to get a direct contact with because they don't even have a price on their website. So it looks like they only sell to business owners, is my bet. As for, I mean, Walmart, it's selling a bit cheaper, but based on that, you're probably not making any money. So I don't see any huge opportunity with this unless you get a direct deal with Nippon or a potential distributor of the product. Let's see, so this one, boom, let's look it up. Either this is price, 9.5 pounds. I would honestly, unless you have a warehouse or a prep center, I wouldn't even deal with an item like this just because it's so heavy. How many ounces is that? 9.5 pounds. Am I gonna be able to find it? Who knows? So I mean, this one maybe would be one, unless you have a prep center or a warehouse yourself, I would honestly not even bother just due to the weight factor. You really want to be shipping this one out on like pallets to offset any cost. So let me just not even look at that. So this is another example where obviously right here the amount of sellers are up. So maybe this is where you go back here, advanced filters, and put the new offer count. Scroll down to here, new offer count, and then you put it down. Be like, I want less people. Let's say 3 to 15, and the last 30 days 3 to 10. That way you can kind of try to get less sellers. Well, that specific item probably only had 7, so it would actually show up in that search case anyways. So I would like if I could potentially, well, we've already gone through that item. Here's an item, the price has gone up a bit. You can also like look up the UPCs, might be easier. Potentially, what is this on, 37? All right, so I can't really find anything right now off the, just going through it from the randomly. However, I just kind of wanted to show you guys a general overview of Keepa, the Keepa product finder. Obviously, you can play around with the filters. The main stuff I would try to do is look for a decrease in the amount of sellers, so the new offer count going down, and an increase in the price. That's usually where you find your best opportunities. Obviously, then it's going to come down to, can you find the product from a website, in store, Are you doing wholesale? Numerous things, right? So you just kind of have to play around with it until you can find some opportunities. Most of the filters it doesn't matter about. Obviously, try to avoid Amazon if you can, just because you don't want to try to compete with Amazon. As for any other additional filters, another good thing to look for is like if there's going to be sales drops, so you can do like over a certain period of time. Different sales drops, that just means that this product is selling more on a monthly basis. And also I was listing products that aren't in the top like 10,000. You don't need to do that. You can do whatever sales price. Obviously the lower the sales price, I was just trying to like maybe narrow down not the top, like the best selling items, because maybe I could have found another opportunity here. Couldn't really find anything on this go, but obviously I just kind of wanted to show you a good in-depth breakdown. Obviously, if I just remove the 10,000, I'm sure that's gonna, okay, it only opens up with the current filters that we have, a few additional items. Obviously, you can narrow this down. There's no set amount of products. You can just know the more products you filter, you just have to go through product by product by product and keep trying to go through and try to find an opportunity. And eventually you can narrow it down and find some good opportunities, especially the products that are just popping off. Those are going to be the best opportunities when you see that the seller's down, price is going up, no Amazon, and you can know that you'll probably end up getting, if you place an order soon, you'll probably end up getting profit on a good amount of profit from selling the item. So this is just a good general overview of the product Keepa Finder. I believe I'll do another video where I'll break down the whole Keepa chart as a whole, because anyone selling on Amazon, you need to understand reading a Keepa chart. That's the most vital part of selling on Amazon, I would say. As long as you're selling products for other name brand products, right? You need to be able to read and understand how well a product is going to do, and then make educated buying decisions based on reading a Keepa chart. So if you're seeing this also on YouTube, just like and subscribe. I do hope you guys can play around with Keepa and potentially find some good opportunities. It's just basically you just have to keep narrowing down the filters until you find those items, and just search them up on Google. Reach out to the suppliers. Like I'm sure we found some where we just have to contact the suppliers, and we could potentially get a good wholesale price, and then we could potentially be selling those products and maybe even making some good money on a monthly basis. So I just wanted to show you guys Keepa Product Finder. I think it's a super useful tool, and again, every Amazon seller really should be using Keepa to find a lot of opportunities and just a good understanding of what products to buy and what not to buy. So play around with it. You'll definitely find new opportunities, and I'm hoping you guys got some value out of this video.